Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here, this time reviewing on issue 1 of the Boom Studio comic series Ranger Academy. Now as you know, Boom Studio have been doing the new Power Rangers comics from 2015 or 16, and one of which is meant to feature the story Ranger Academy, which features students learning about the Power Rangers and the connections to the Morphing Grid. And the best I would say about it is that it's trying to be what I think the planned Hexagon series would have been like had Saban still had the rights to Power Rangers and adapted Ninja Storm. So the cover we mainly have Mathis, Tula, and Sage. And the story starts off with Sage basically fantasizing in her own make-believe world, and we see her saying, "Protect the Queen at all cost! Oh no, we're all dead! The monsters killed us!" And we see how, on a distant planet, we see how she's herding sheep and they have to get out before the rainstorm, but she notices that, one of the sort of goat-like creatures is missing, so manages to rescue it. So we see how she hears a crash and knows that, if her father finds out she was helping off-worlders, she's gonna get killed. But of course, decides to kind of still do the right thing and go in to investigate. And we do kind of see how, as soon as she gets in, she sees two other Ranger recruits, Tula and Mephis. And we do see how Mephis tries to get Sage to save Tula. And we see how, Sage tries to rescue Mathis, but they want to sort of stay down with the ship. But we see how Tula still wants to save Mephis, so with her words of advice, manages to rescue Mephis and get them to safety. So of course, they mainly talk about Ranger Academy, where they're from, and Tula made an error with one of her planned coordinates. And we see how Sage has to try and get them back home to her place to make sure that they're alright. And we do kind of see how, they manage to kind of talk about the Ranger Academy and everything else. And we do kind of see how, they do try to get Mephis back in before any future harm. And we even see Sage asking what Ranger Academy is. But they kind of point out it's more about that everyone knows who the Power Rangers are, but due to Sage not knowing about it, she doesn't know anything about the Morphing Grid, the swords, the weaponry and all that. But we kind of see how, Mephis is still injured, and we do kind of see how Tula tries to get them safely back to Sage's place before they kind of get injured further. But of course, Mephis faints. And we do meet Sage's father, who basically rescues them. And we do kind of see that, Sage's father brings them back to their house. And we do kind of see how Sage has to explain everything about it, and actually wants to join Ranger Academy, much to her father's disapproval. And we do see him saying, "No, I don't. But it's a school for people like me." People like you? People who want to actually do something. People who don't want to be stuck on a moon forever. I know exactly they're from. They're only playing at being heroes. And we do kind of see how, many years ago, Sage's father once believed in heroes, but no longer believed in them. And due to the arguments and that, we kind of see how Sage's father basically repairs the ship, and after kind of getting the ship back to their place, we see how Sage's father wants them off the planet, and we do kind of see how, after a disagreement with Sage, she runs off crying, and we do kind of see how, she comes up with a plan, so uses the sort of youngest goat Nugget for one of her plans. So after kind of telling Tula and Mephis to get off their planet, we do kind of see how, yeah, Tula finds Sage's father a little suspicious about his name, but yeah, we kind of see how they head off-world, and we do kind of see how, yeah, Sage's father wants to try and apologize to her, but we know where this is going to lead. This is going to lead to him finding out, wanting her back, and this is going to lead to untold problems. And we do kind of see how Mephith, as well as Tula, realizes that Sage is a stowaway. But of course, Tula's not an idiot and knows that Sage sneaked on board. But we see how, due to Mephith's quick thinking, gives her a badge to be authorized for a Ranger Cadet, and making Sage their first recruit for Ranger Academy, as they were looking for other Rangers on the coordinates that were intended. And we do kind of see the whole Ranger Academy, and I like how the gemstones kind of represent the Ranger colours. I hope we're going to get a green one, silver one, gold one, or any other ones. So we do kind of see how they show her to Ranger Academy, meeting other potential students, and we do kind of see how, yeah, they show her around. We see how from one of the Red Ranger areas is Leo from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, and we do kind of see Tula showing her to her quarters and giving her her old uniform, and we do kind of see how, yeah, since she's a first year recruit, she's going to be with the ones who haven't morphed yet, making her the first new candidate. And yeah, this is the story. So I think, yeah, issue 1 of Ranger Academy isn't a bad idea. Again, it's being what I think the planned Hexagon series could have turned out, and I like how Sage is basically a message about how kids, as well as teenagers and young adults, are meant for something bigger, despite what their parents, their friends and that say, and sometimes going the distance and proving them wrong can be a challenge, but it's not always going to be easy, despite that it's not always going to work out. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.